Before I taught this lesson, I administered a geometry pre-assessment made by Montgomery County. Based on the pre-assessment scores, I do not need to start with basic geometry. The problems the class started having was categorizing solid figures, which is what my two-day lesson is on. While thinking about my class, I know that they respond well to hands-on group activities. Prime learning goes on in my classroom when the lessons are student-centered rather than teacher-centered. For the most part, the students work well in their groups and stay on task while completing group activities. We have 4 students with IEPs in my math class who are all allowed to use a calculator and be scribed for. I wanted to create a learning activity to ensure that everyone will be on the same page and can participate at the same level. Therefore, I would need the lesson to not have a lot of writing, not involve calculations, and be very hands-on and visual. We have a math specialist who comes in every math period to help the IEP children out when they ask. It is important for the IEP children to be viewed in the class as an equal and not a student with a learning disability.
So today in math, I'm going to introduce something new. You know how we've been talking about circumference and radius and diameter of circles?
Yeah.
Okay, well today we're going to talk about solid figures. You may know a solid figure being a 3D figure, but we are no longer calling it 3D figures. From 5th grade, we're going to call them solid figures. So we're going to practice saying solid figures today when we are in our groups. Can any of you guys name any solid figures that may be in your lives, in your house, or even in this classroom? Callie?
Cube.
A cube?
Yeah.
Lily?
A cylinder lamp.
Okay. Travis?
Solid.
A what? A cheese?
Like a wheel?
That's right. Yeah.
Like I have on my railing, I have this weird thing, sphere
Dolly thing.
Yeah, sphere thingy on the top.
Yesterday, I gave you guys out blocks, you sorted the blocks, and you made rules, and then you walked to different tables, and then you heard what everyone else did. I want you to take a minute or two and discuss with your tables the words you heard your classmates use while they were sorting their blocks.
Polygon.
Yeah, polygon.
One polygon.
Vertices.
And
Like for
sides.
remember guys we were doing
They use sections off.
remember yesterday when we kept on doing different piles
Yeah,
of
we did
categories?
different.
We're trying to say what other groups
Like
yeah,
sides,
they said vertices.
Polygon.
We have 3 students who have recently graduated from the English Language Learner program in our school. To help these children fully understand how to sort solid figures, I wanted to create a lesson that will have them understanding 100%. Talking amongst their peers will help put the mathematical language into their everyday language. Seeing the figures that we are talking about right in front of them will also help demolish the language barrier that may still exist. My goal is to have every student receive equal learning opportunities no matter what their background may be.
Today we are going to group our solid figures into different categories. It's kind of like what you guys do with spelling, but you're going to do it with math and figures instead of with words. So as a group, when I tell you to open your buckets up again, I want you to put these solid figures into categories. And then, just like we did with the pyramid, or the parallelograms, but I want you guys to take it a step further. Hands off blocks. When you guys figure out the categories, I want you to write rules for them to see if it'll work. Okay? So once you have all your categories, I'm going to have you guys write up rules. You can appoint a person of your team to write the rules. That will suit each figure in your category. Okay? This is a group activity. I want to see everybody participating. I want to see everyone including everybody in your tables. And I want to make sure that everybody at your table has a good understanding of how you're sorting your figures, because I'm going to ask everybody before this activity's over, okay? Lily, how should your group look? If your group is working correctly, how should it look?
There's someone writing notes and everybody's participating and like taking shapes and
Charlie, what if there's a person in your group not participating? What are you going to do?
We're gonna ask them maybe questions and try to get them back into the conversation,
Okay. And Phoebe, what if I come over to your table and one of you guys doesn't know any question or an answer to a question that I'm asking you?
We gotta do a video for it.
Okay. All right. Can one person get out a sheet of loose leaf paper?
Test subject A.
This can't roll.
No, but you can do this to make it roll.
This can't roll.
This one rolls.
Can't this roll?
This rolls.
Can it?
So just spin.
This wheel can roll.
What's your definition of roll?
It says things that roll.
I can roll on the ground. Can I fit in that category?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No objects that, no, breathing.
No, you should do like polygon and not polygon. It's gonna be a lot easier.
Well, this technically is a polygon, but it can roll.
Yeah, there are. This is a polygon. This is a polygon. This is a polygon. This is a polygon.
No, wait.
That's
Does
a
not
polygon.
roll.
That's a
Does
polygon.
not roll. Does not roll.
Polygons are flat. Aha. Really thin to a 2D shape, then they would be polygons. They have.
Why would they be polygons?
Because if you cut them to 2D shapes like that with a knife, they would be polygons because there's no curved sides and it's a close figure. Even though these are two things already.
Did everybody hear that?
Yes.
Michaela's on the right track.
Some of these that were in the.
So make sure you make your groups visible so you can write down your rules too.
We don't really know.
I know, it's hard, isn't it?
4, 5. Let's come up with a million rules. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. Now the pencil. So all these will have 6. That will have 3. That can slide actually too.
Yeah, it can slide.
Oh, things that have 6 sides. Things that slide. They all have the characteristics of sliding. These have 6 sides.
I can stack a pencil in the pencil sharpener. Will that belong in your group too?
Well, we do it that you can't stack it. Like it can stack if
Well,
you
they're
can put something on top of it. Travis,
Yeah, well these are stacked.
but it can't. But that one doesn't stay on top, or else the speed would be able to stack.
They're all on top of each other.
I don't know.
Talk with your group.
Phoebe
Phoebe and Katya.
We just wrote this all down.
I know. Well, you may have to go back and cross them out.
Cylinders are probably, I think, is
It's either
pyramid.
but this isn't a pyramid because the pyramid has to have a floor on the top. The last surface on the bottom.
Well, this is a pyramid.
No, that's a prism. Yeah. It's a triangular prism. Yeah. There's the 2 triangle faces and rectangles here. Technically, these have vertices. Because if you unwrap it, like if you unwrap the curved part, like a triangle spot or something, if you unwrap it, then it makes a rectangle. Yeah. And then there are vertices on the two ends of the rectangle. These two to this one.
Yeah.
We
These
added
were polygons if you cut these.
these are non-polygons. Those are they can
If you use the knife again and you cut it, then this would be polygon. And if you cut
the knife and did this, this would not be a polygon. Because that's still not a polygon.
Yeah, don't.
I mean, that's what I said. That's
Oh, you said it's not a polygon.
That's what
You
I
said it is a polygon.
Make a rule about the bases of prisms. The bases of prisms are always congruent. Okay, does everyone hear that? There are 6 sides to a hexagon, so there's going to be 6 faces.
Lateral.
Lateral faces. Thank you. Because how many faces are there really?
8.
Yeah.
What rules can you make about lateral faces of prisms? They have to be the sides of the prism.
Oh, they have to be what?
The sides of the prism.
Yeah, they borrowed it.
What are you looking for? Alright. They all have 4 or more faces. No, 3 or more. These are parallel, that's 1 set. This is parallel, that's another set. That's 2 sets. And they all have right angles. That's what a rectangle has, right? Squares can be rectangles.
Yeah, but I want to say it just shows a dead guy on the floor.
But these are not squares.
Yeah, but like it's shapes of lateral faces. Lateral faces aren't
Lateral faces count on the bases.
As I look through my students' worksheets, I see that over the past 2 days, they have really comprehended the material I have taught them. They filled out these worksheets with the partner on the second day of the lesson. They were given the solid figures to use as visuals. Some students did not have as in-depth responses as others, but seemed to have understood the concepts. I corrected the worksheets that needed more detail, so this in-class activity could serve as a study tool for their first quiz and unit exam. Having the students work with a partner to fill out this worksheet allows them to practice their mathematical vocabulary and discuss out loud what they have observed in the past few days. Working with a partner also will help the IEP and ELL students. If we worked as a group to fill out the worksheet, these students may get lost in the shuffle. Having one partner will help slow the speed down and help make sure they do not move on to the next question until the first one is completely answered.
Well, like, we like to see how, like at that table there are, like, vertices and not, no vertices, and it was, like, some of them look like they could, like, even though, like, some of them were, like, the same shape that we have, we realized that we could have done, like, a totally different thing than what we have done.
So there are different ways to actually group the figures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Just,
agree,
like,
Travis?
What?
That there are different ways to group the figures? Yeah? What else did you notice on your gallery wall?
Well, that table, what they kind of did the same thing as us, though. But like, you know, they did polygons.
We
That's
also
the ones that were now.
So, can someone tell me how what we learned today about prisms and pyramids is important to you in your lives as 5th graders? Charlie.
Because then when you're older, you know how to do this.
How can you relate it to your life?